Hello and welcome to this week's edition of The Travel Show with John Guinn on UKHealthRadio.com. I have two great guests on this week's show. Later on we'll be hearing from James Cabourne. He's the owner of Paradise Beach in Nevis, a Caribbean island, and he's going to be telling us all about the island in general and his resort in particular. But first, my guest is going to be Paul Joseph. And Paul is a director and wellness travel expert at a travel company called Health and Fitness Travel. They've just released a year-long wellness honeymoon. He's going to be starting off by talking about that, and then various different trips for those who are looking to get fit or just want to do some activities. So as I said, the first thing he's going to be talking about is the year-long wellness honeymoon. It's not cheap, let's put it that way. But anyway, I'm sure you're intrigued to find out more about it, so let's get straight into it.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime adventure which includes multiple stops at wellness retreats across 20 countries worldwide, from Bali to Costa Rica to the West Indies, Vietnam, Europe. And it's a very tailor-made trip that we've spent a long time putting together. For couples to start married life on a trip of a lifetime where they can focus on their health and wellness, and while staying active and having a real adventure.
You've mentioned some of the destinations that's covered, but what sort of activities do you have?
In terms of activities, there's lots of exclusive tours. So everything from zip lining, hiking, cruising, to yoga, tai chi, fitness training, to boot camps, to spa, sports. We've probably got in total for the whole trip like 200 different activities.
That's a fair few, isn't it? It'd be very difficult to get bored on that trip.
I don't think you'd have an opportunity to be bored on this trip. Yeah, there's just too much to do, and it's also because it's tailor-made. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do what you don't want. You can do as much or as little as you like.
You're covering around the world, and different parts of the world have different bad weather seasons. So, does your tour avoid that? Is it put together in such a way that you avoid all the hurricanes, the cyclones, that sort of thing?
In short, yes, but no. We recommend that the trip should start off in Spain and Portugal in August and September, but we also know that some clients are not going to want to take their honeymoon start in August and September, so it might be that they start the trip in December in India or in March in New Zealand, for example. But generally, we've been mindful about the weather, but obviously with global warming nowadays, it's become very difficult when, for example, in the Caribbean, 5-10 years ago in the winter months, it used to be dry and no rain, and now there's rain. Mm-hmm. So it's quite tough to almost, advise sometimes now to clients when the best times go away with, because weather can be unpredictable. But also we don't want people to feel that they're going to spend the whole year in hot sunshine. There needs to be a break as well, because I don't think anyone would want to be in the heat for the full 12 months of the trip.
No, I wouldn't. I'll get grumpy if it goes over 10 degrees. So any cold weather would be greatly received by me. As well as avoiding the weather, all the different destinations, there's bound to be one or two visas that are needed and maybe some jabs or medication. Do you help on those issues in any way?
We advise clients with regards to sort of visas and jabs. We've got the information, but we can't actually help with that. We can only advise, and then we'll point you in the right direction how to get those sorted.
Moving away from this special trip, we don't really know who you are. So who are Health and Fitness Travel?
So Health and Fitness Travel. So we launched 6 years ago in London. We're a bespoke tour operator that focuses and puts together tailor-made health and fitness trips around the world. And we are also now based in Australia as well, and soon to be the US.
Back in 6 years ago, what was the first trip that you offered?
Oh, the very first trip. Well, when we originally launched, we had about 10 trips that we launched with, and our most popular ones back then were in St. Lucia and Ibiza. And to this day, we still sell those trips.
They've been that successful, they're still going. That's great.
Mm.
So how many different types of holidays do you offer now?
I'd say in terms of different category types, we're around 80 now. But then when those category types are broken down, so for example, if we sold yoga holidays, then yoga holidays are sort of broken down to 10 further categories. So you could go on a yoga and hiking holiday, or a yoga and fitness, or yoga and Ayurveda. So we've almost got categories and then further categories as well for different types of holidays.
You're listening to The Travel Show with John Guinn on ukhealthradio.com. Prince Harry is on a Caribbean tour in November, and one of the places he'll be visiting is Nevis. If you've never heard of the place, well, carry on listening, because James Cabourne, who's the owner of Paradise Beach Nevis, will be telling us about the island and the sort of things that Prince Harry will be seeing when he's there. But at the moment I'm speaking to Paul Joseph. He's a health and travel expert from Health and Fitness Travel Company. We're talking about, obviously, health and travel. And we're moving on to the website, and the website doesn't have an online booking service. So I wanted to know why that option was missing.
So with regards to an online booking service, we are actually launching one in the next 12 months. Mm-hmm. However, we don't think it's going to be hugely successful, because I would say 80% of our clients need to call up and speak to us, because our trips are so tailor-made that they wouldn't just be able to go on our website and just book. They have so many questions, and their trips are very bespoke to the individual. So no kind of holiday is the same for the person that's going to St. Lucia or Thailand. The next person that goes on that same trip will have a different type of experience. Mm-hmm. So for that reason, we are not the type of travel company that would be hugely successful having an online booking service, because we know that our clients still need to speak with us.
So is that the best way for a customer to find the right trip for them? Not go through the website, just give you a call and speak to one of your experts? Exactly,
because we have so many clients that call us up every day, and we'll have ones that will say, I'm really burnt out and stressed from work. I've got 3 weeks off. Where can you recommend? Other ones, might be getting over cancer, heart disease. They might be obese. Other people just want to get fit for a triathlon, or they just want to tone up for their wedding. So we have so many different client requests. All of our wellness travel specialists have to work with our clients very personally to put together their ideal healthy holiday.
Are all your clients looking for adult-only trips, or do you do family trips as well?
We launched health and fitness holidays for families around 18 months ago now, and we've seen a real increase. Actually, it's nice because the parents want the children to be healthy. Mm-hmm. So we're finding that depending on the ages of the children as well, we're having families who are going on holidays and their children are going off in the children's clubs and doing what they want to do, and the parents are doing bespoke health and fitness programs. Or some of our other family holidays, the whole family are coming together for a sort of a health and fitness sports break, which is great to see.
The travel trade press is highlighting same-sex trips, or trying to get this right, LGBT trips. Do you have any advice for those sort of people too?
Yeah, we do. We do have a section on our website for those, mm-hmm. and we just make sure that the hotels that we recommend and suggest sort of are sort of friendly, mm-hmm. and we have those agreements with those hotels to make our clients feel completely welcome. And again, this is why we want clients to call us up and speak to us, as opposed to just book online, so we can find out exactly, some people have had bad experiences in the past, so we want to make sure that we understand what their expectations are and the type of environment that would suit them.
What about those with accessibility issues? Do you have any trips that are suitable for people who use wheelchairs?
Yeah, some we do, and again, if we have, we always say that whatever the client has, the needs, the wants, requests, we will find somewhere for them. So we work with the resorts and our teams out there very carefully. So, if we have a client who is in a wheelchair, we will make sure that they have the right room category, the right support, and that the moment they arrive, they have someone who is there on call whenever they need them.
At the beginning of the summer, I had a few guests on my show talking about skin cancer. Do you have any trips that help people to recover from illness or surgery?
We do post-cancer recovery treats. And we also have sort of just resorts generally on like sort of recovering, from sort of any type of sort of illness or surgery, post-surgery trips. I wouldn't say they're hugely popular at this stage. It's still quite a new area that we're growing. But we are finding that, if people are coming to us and they have had cancer or illness, actually to sometimes go away on a 14, 21 or 28-day bespoke wellness program to heal their body. We're finding that the feedback is very, very, it's a way for them to sort of, take back and get their health back in order.
Not everybody can hop on a plane when they're trying to recover. Do you have any UK-based trips?
Yeah, we do. We have some UK-based wellness trips throughout the UK, and we're actually, for 2017, we are going to be introducing some more UK healthy holidays as well.
If you're going abroad by plane, boat, or the family car, if you're going abroad for pleasure or business, there's one essential thing to do before you go. Check the expiry date on your European Health Insurance card. You can renew it up to 6 months before it expires. Visit nhs.uk/healthcareabroad. Or call 0845 606 2030. Bon voyage!
You can follow me on Twitter @holiday_hut. Still to come on the show, find out what you can see and do at the Caribbean island of Nevis. I'm speaking to Paul Joseph. He's a director and wellness travel expert at Health and Fitness Travel. We're talking about health and fitness, obviously. And you probably can hear in my voice that I'm extremely tired. I'm very, very tired. I'm worn out. So I'm the sort of person to be contacting Health and Fitness Travel to find a trip to recharge my batteries. And that's the next question I put to Paul. What sort of trip would you recommend to somebody who feels as worn out as I do?
I'd say if you're worn out and it's linked to sort of stress, we'd want to find out, exactly kind of like how worn out you are and, sort of just a little bit more information. And then from that, we would recommend one of our tailor-made stress management holidays, where you would go on a